Welcome to the Innovation Squadcast, making a positive difference in learning through innovation.
Welcome to Innovation Squadcast. Thanks for making us part of your educational PD journey. In the age where digital communication reigns supreme, it's essential for educators to harness the power of technology, connect with their students in meaningful ways. Today, we're diving into the innovative alternatives to Flip, aka Flipgrid, showcasing tools also, that are not only students to express their ideas, but also enhance their creativity and design skills. So from cloud-based platforms, multimedia creation tools, maybe even some LMSs, we can experience and empower students to share their voices like never before. So grab your headphones and get ready to unlock new ways to engage your classroom through the magic of video. I am Jimmy Kate.
I'm Pam Hubler.
And so Flip got purchased by Microsoft,
yes,
unfortunately, and I know the ed tech community was not all happy. I guess the Microsoft people, might have been happy, but and it got integrated basically into Teams. And so Flip, as we know it, Flipgrid, some people may have remembered that, is now basically gone. And so what we wanted to talk about were just 4 to 5 different ideas that you can use that are Flip-like, and are some alternatives that will still get kids, being able to harness the power of video and be able to create using that as well. So we have a presentation linked in the show notes that Pam did. And but we also are going to highlight some key tools that maybe you can research and look into. So what was one of the first alternatives that you found to Flip?
Yeah, the first, and the reason why we started talking about this was because there were some teachers that all of a sudden went to go use it, and they're like, wait, where'd it go?
Exactly.
They thought it was blocked. It's like, no, it's not blocked. It was purchased, and it's just gone. So yes, Screencastify, I think, was the first one that we said that's easy. The kids can get to it, teachers can get to it, and it's video. And of course, we're going to talk about some video and audio options, but video, that's the best one. So it's a great tool for video creation. It's tied directly to your Google Drive. So you don't have to worry about, okay, where did this go? Or you have to download and what you downloaded as, it's in your drive. So that's helpful. Another benefit to using Screencastify is that it actually ties into Schoology as well. That's if you create an assignment, you can actually see Screencastify over on the right-hand side too, in the drop-down. So that's a nice way to be able to connect to videos that you already recorded. This is for the teachers, where they can actually create these videos, whether you're doing kind of like you always used to do, like Flip Classroom kind of thing. You can actually use that right there in Schoology, which is nice. Another benefit to using Screencastify is when you do record a video, you're given a watch link. So you can even click that little button, share it, and you can even see who watches it. You can kind of keep track of that. And it's really easy to just copy the link, share it. If other students want to watch each other's, they can watch it, just whether it's in a discussion post or really, I guess a discussion post would be the best way.
Yeah. 100%. And it's a free, again, extension that, again, students would need to add to their Chromebook, and they can search that through the Chrome Web Store. And then it gives you all the tools to be able to do that. We record this podcast using Screencastify, so it's great for that. You can export MP4s. You can actually also just export the audio if you don't want to have the video part. So there's lots of different options with
We've even used it as you can download a GIF. So if you just wanted to do where you're screen sharing and download it as a GIF, then it'll kind of play over itself.
So there are a number of other multimedia kind of creation platforms. We're just going to kind of go through a few of them. We're obviously not limited to it. If you got more options out there, please email us, and we'll be more than happy to add them to the show notes and put those in there. But a couple that you can kind of do video creation. You can do another ways for students to, again, kind of express themselves as well through student creation. Using Book Creator is a great option there. They can record audio, they can record video, and they can add text and pictures and do all kinds of fun stuff inside of Book Creator as well. As a teacher, you can get one free library with 40 books in it, and so you figure out ways to be creative and how to make that last as well. Voki's another one that I've had students use before. Voki's kind of a silly one, so kids like this one a lot because it can basically, you have some characters, animals, people, things like that you can add voiceover to, and it creates funny little talking people like like if you had something for Thanksgiving, they have a turkey and you can, basically talk using that as well. So Voki's another one. Animaker's another great one where students can make little cartoons or little animated videos, storyboard that, so there's all kinds of different ways to kind of look at how can students create using video and express their ways and be able to demonstrate their mastery in kind of those different ways and something that's a little more engaging and exciting. So.
We'll have to link those to the show notes because there's so many. I forget all about them, especially like Voki. I know that's a fun one that the kids like. And Book Creator, the idea with having a book, because there is a free version and a paid version, so freemium.
Yep.
And that I like the idea of you can just use one for the year and just each page you kind of add to it, which is kind of, it ends up almost being like a little mini portfolio by the end of the year. Yep. So it is a good way to use it without feeling like you have to pay for that. Yep. So that's a good one.
Yep. So reach out to your ILCs if you want to interested in kind of investigating some of these different platforms. We're more than happy to come sit in. We're more than happy also to come teach your kids how to use them as well. So you don't even really have to worry about the tech part. We can help them with that as well. So another one that's kind of right in class link. So we kind of separated it because it's even more kind of has a lot more creation abilities, and that's Adobe Creative Express. That is right in your class link. It is right in your students' class link as well. It'll look like has like a gold SP and a black background inside of ClassLink, or you could just type Adobe Express, Creative Cloud Express in that search, and it'll pop right up. And it is, if you've ever, used Canva, this is very much like Canva. You'll see the side menu looks very similar. You have the ability to create videos and presentations and infographics and all kinds of different ways as well. So lots of different ways that they can create student projects, websites. It really empowers them to really get engaging and coming up with content that is, kind of allows for a lot of different ways for students to, again, we're talking about, expressing what they know, demonstrating their knowledge in lots of different ways. And this is one of those ways as well. So.
This is it kind of reminds me of Book Creator as far as the overall presentation part of it.
Correct.
But I love that it has the option to be able to create little animated creatures in there too.
Yeah, yep.
So you can do that voiceover. I even did that in the actual presentation. I have a video where it shows all the details as far as how you do that. And then you can create videos. It almost has that where you have the video and you can add tracks to it. So it's similar to, I'm trying to think, like We Video is one of the things we used to use for a news show, but that's a paid subscription.
Yeah.
So, and it's kind of expensive.
Yes, it is.
So this is a way you can use without having to worry about the paid feature.
Yes. Yeah, it's got some definitely, and Adobe Express, I'd say one of the things that is good, they're always constantly evolving and changing, and every time you go in there, there's new features and new options and new abilities. So it is one that is constantly evolving and growing as well. So, and we talk a lot more about like empowering students with choice. If you go back to episode 68, if you're really interested in really empowering, talking about student choice, that is definitely one that you could go back and look to, and we'll link that inside of the show notes as well. So make sure you go check out some of those older episodes where we talk about, again, student choice and allowing them to explore their ways in different ways. So what other options we got?
All right. Another one, and this is a more engagement and not necessarily just video itself, because students can, of course, record video with their Chromebooks easily. But Lumio by Smart is one of the things that I think we forget about often. And I think we mentioned that in a lot of our most recent podcasts. But if you go to your Waffle, the Google Waffle, and you can scroll down and you'll see this little thing that looks like a bumblebee. I think it's actually a firefly.
Yeah.
And that's Lumio. And when you go in there, you can see there's a library, and you can search for all different templates that are already created that are easy to just, share with your students. Students can participate with it, and it's kind of like an interactive. It's almost like if you took Google Slides, but they were all in the same Google slide,
nice.
Which can be a little scary because you're like, no, you don't want them to actually edit anything.
Right.
So Lumio has the same features, and there are a lot of features that are in it. And if you have like old Smart Notebook files that you used to use, use, you can actually open them in Lumio, which, I know a lot of primary teachers use it a lot.
Right.
So that's one of those that's a benefit. But being able to create videos and actually post them, they've got a whiteboard, which I think is the best one. They have a whole class whiteboard that you can start with your kids, so that way they can share links and things like that on there. So it's just kind of like having that almost like Padlet style where they can add things to it, because they can't get to Padlet anymore because that wasn't a filterable option. So that is a great one that you can do. Go to the Lumio library, find a template, or you can just start a new one and just add a whiteboard. And really, even if you just use the whiteboard alone, it's a nice interactive tool.
Perfect.
Yes.
And then another option that's really simple, that if you're just looking to get kind of that flip view from your students of them just talking and expressing their ways, talking to some of our ESOL teachers, they talk about how this amazing feature that inside of Schoology, if you allow, keep those submissions open, students can submit an assignment, and then one of the options is there's a little microphone. If they click that microphone, it pops right up inside of Schoology, a video that students can just talk for, and then that video just is embedded right into the assignment, and teachers can view those videos and be able to see what their kids know in that kind of conversational task. So if you're just wanting to know what they tell me what you know, or this quick little snippet, instead of seeing something on paper or turning something in, they can actually just tell you what they know or what they learned. So sometimes teachers just get as like an exit ticket as well, just a quick little hit that button, tell me what you learned today, and then you can kind of do a quick check on what your students know. So
yeah, and that one is, you do have to download the videos, so it's not one that you could just watch in there like you can Screencastify, but you have both options in Schoology, which is nice.
Yes. So you got a couple different features there. So, definitely check out, again, the show notes. We have links to previous episodes of the podcast that talk about student creation and students demonstrating their mastery in different ways. So check those out. Check out some of the resources when it comes to Book Creator, Voki, Screencastify, Adobe, again, Cloud Express, and Lumio, or just use that, Schoology submit assignment feature right there as well. So, and if you got any other, again, alternatives, please reach out to us. We'd love to hear from them and be able to share those as well. So inside the show notes, there's also a link to the video. So if you're listening and you want to check out the video, do that as well. There's also a link to the Innovation Squadcast PD. Every 2 episodes, you get 1 hour of renewal credit. The link will take you to Unified Talent, where you can register and find the Google form to fill out. Don't forget to subscribe or follow our podcast on YouTube or Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts, so you get the latest episodes. And again, we want to hear from you. Some of our podcast topics come from you, so tell us what it is. If you want to be on, you got a great topic, got a great idea, got a great project, you want to be on as a guest and share with other teachers and educators, we would love to have you on, as well as we love connecting with our teachers. So
yes.
Yeah, Pam, thanks for bringing all these flip alternatives to us, and we appreciate it. Until next time, keep innovating.
Bye.